Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You know those times whenever you get on a meeting or you go somewhere and it's like, oh, I don't even know why I'm here. And y- you don't really expect anything, but yet you do. And then when you leave, it's the best thing ever. It not when you leave, it's the best thing. When you leave, you realize it was the best thing ever. So that happened to me last night. I got on a meeting, which I do every Monday night, every Tuesday night. Oh gosh, and most Thursday nights, uh, because it's part of my business. And I was sitting there and I was doing other things, and somebody in the group wrote, "It says widow," and the coach on the meeting, he said, "I don't know what you mean by it says widow," but then he started expounding on um, what widows need to do in the event that there's not a will, or that there is a will, or there's not a will. Do you need an attorney, or do you not need an attorney, or things like that? And I was like, oh, wait, yes, I want to hear what this has to say, because I've gone through two attorneys and neither of them have been very helpful for me. Uh, and at the end of the meeting, I said, "Hey, I need to talk to you." And he said, "So do you want to call me right now?" I said, "Yes." So I called him. We had a great conversation. He told me word for word what to say, what steps to take, what words to say, and how to get things done. And I am like, wow. I've been through two attorneys, and neither one of them have told me this much. I've talked to several people, and nobody has ever told me anything that is as good as this. And so I'm going to do what needs to be done. Today and tomorrow, I'm going to get things done. Well, let's just say this. By 5 o'clock Friday, I'm going to have things done. That's my goal, is to have the things done that I need to get done that are on my list concerning my home, and concerning filing probate and all that stuff. I didn't think that you had to file probate if there was no will, but you do. You do. Um, and there's because you got to get letters of testamentary, and those letters of testamentary allow you to act on behalf of your spouse, who's no longer here. And then that's when you can say, okay, I need this done, this done, this done, this done. And I mean, if necessary, I do have the will. We just forgot to sign it. And this way I can just get things done that need to be done. I am so excited. And I talked to that coach last night for about another hour after the meeting. It was a 2 hour meeting. And I talked to him, and he told me other things, how to handle other things. I'm like, wow, this is my second time to go through this, and no one's ever helped me like this before. And so it was a really great time. It really was. And then I got up this morning and I was just looking and listening. Oh, it turned cold last night, and I'm about to walk my dogs. My golden shepherd passed, I think last week or week before. I don't remember. Things like that really they cause stress to my mind. So kind of put them aside. Anyway, she passed. So I just have my two littles. So we go walking every day, unless it's raining, and then they won't go out in the rain. So, which is funny because it's like, I've got to go to the bathroom so bad. Oh, it's raining. I'm not going. You're going to have to eventually. So, anyway, but I'm about to walk my dogs, and I looked in the closet and I see my husband's coat. When he first passed, actually, when he first went into the hospital, I would go in the closet and I could hug him at the hospital, but I'd hug his shirts too. And then when he passed, every day and several times a day, I'd go in the closet and I'd just hug his shirts because it just felt like him. And it made me remember all the hugs, especially the ones in the kitchen, because that's pretty much where we hug the most. It's probably where I was the most. And it just made me, it comforts me. And then today I was in the closet and picking out my stuff, what to wear today, and I hugged his shirts, and it's like, oh, this feels so good. Just, I could see him in the shirts. I was hugging his dress shirts. I could see him in his dress shirts, and he always looks so handsome. He may not have been handsome to other people because of the damage that cancer had done to his face. Well, it wasn't just the cancer. It was the treatment for the cancer and all the surgeries and stuff. But he was handsome to me. Love doesn't look at what's on the outside. It looks at the heart of a person. I loved him, and he had a beautiful heart. He had a beautiful heart. Just beautiful personality, great everything. And so about to walk my dogs and open the closet to pull out a jacket, and it smells like him. It was his favorite one. He wore it all the time because he was cold all the time. Chemo and all the immunotherapy and cancer and all those things just do a number on you. But it just feels like having him wrapped around me today. And I'm thankful for that. I know God's wrapping his arms around me today. I know he loves me. I was reading in this book, the language of promise. From, these are God's promises, and it says, I think this is talking about, love your enemies was yesterday. And today it says, start with yourself. Wearing this coat is self-love for me. And this says, start with yourself. Sometimes it's not the quality of their sonship, but our fathering that is more the issue. It's not just their commitment to service, but also our capacity to inspire and discipline. These things always work both ways. Getting God's perspective first enables us to position our own heart in the Spirit. And that first paragraph right there reminds me of something I just heard. He was saying, it doesn't matter who it is. Anybody that says negative things to you or belittles you or does mean things to you, get away from them. Your parents may have said negative things and trauma things. You know what? That's the quality. That is not the quality of their sonship, but it's the quality of the fathering and the mothering that they received. My dad had a not so wonderful alcoholic, abusive dad, and he would leave a lot as a child uh, before he got polio. But he would go off and he would stay away overnight and everything. He and his friend Tam, I don't know why they named his. Anyway, I don't know why they named their son Tam, but they did. But they'd go off and they'd camp out, they'd do all kinds of stuff. And my dad would do it to stay away from his dad. But, alcohol just repeats itself in a lot of people. And my dad went through a time that was really rough. So that's not really important in this, except for his fathering was his issue, which affected his fathering. And so, in a lot of ways, he was not so nice sometimes. It wasn't until I was 14 or 15 before my dad became a Christian. And then he went from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum and freaked me out because I'd spent the summer with my mother. It was weird. Anyway, but we need to start with ourselves before we do anything and get God's perspective first to enable us to position our own heart in the Spirit. That leader had to, this is not making sense. I'm going to set this aside. Before you go and judge anybody else and on their parenting skills and things like that, think about your parenting skills. And take yourself and ask the Lord to bring you into His perspective, let you see things from His perspective, and pray for your children. This is all coming out. Pray for your children that they will see things from God's perspective. That I pray for my children that they will see me from God's perspective, not from my past. Don't judge people from their past. It's already gone. It's dead. It's over. It can't be changed. Go forth. Your forward motion causes Red Seas to part. Go forth. Don't judge people. Go to meetings that produce something good and ask God to show you things from His perspective. I'm going to walk my dogs. I'm going to leave my husband's coat on. I'm going to be loved and hugged by him in my mind and my spirit. And it's going to bring me joy. I don't know why seems so strange today, but it does. I bless you in Jesus' name. And I'll see you later. I've got some things to do. God answered my prayers. Woohoo. Bye.